So this is the job for today. It's just going to be, I was going to say leveling, it won't be exactly level. It'll just be improving, sorting out this end of the garden, bringing it up a bit, making it usable. And we're using the trusty old Rotavator, which I must admit, it looks awful. It just looks antwacky and terrible, but it's brilliant. That used to be how it worked. It was a cable. But I bought a new engine. The engine that was on it was a little Briggs one, years old. And I bought the Honda engine for it. And everything else is just still old, but works. This fan belt used to have a cover over it. It's a Merry Tiller. It's called a Merry Tiller Major. It was just one of them that was always around in the 80s. Got the engine and it's done great. It's just literally up, that's on, and then you pull the choke out. And then obviously you leave the accelerator up like that, and that's it. There's no cables to move or change. You just leave it on. At the moment it's only got the 2 blades on. The other 2 are over there. I will be putting them on. But I always started off with the 2 first to loosen the ground up. And I welded this little thing on to store the 2 blades so that it's not too wide, it's only narrow. The wheels to transport it. And then this little thing to hold the wheels on, and it also holds the depth gauge on. It's just an old screwdriver. I really have been saying, and literally for 20 odd years, I'll just get a chain on there with a pin so I don't lose it, because this vibrates out and gets lost in the soil every time. That's probably about the 5th, 6th screwdriver I've used. All in all, it's a great little thing. So I'll take the wheels off now. They just pull apart out, move them. And then the depth gauge, it's just balanced there really. I just put it there to keep it there. It's got some notches on it. And I probably used about middle for diddle. And as I say, if this hasn't got any type of lockable chain or strap to keep the pin in, it just vibrates out. So I will definitely, on the next video, it'll be done. And that's it, ready to go. And the depth gauge is all set. So as I say, I use just the 2 blades just because the ground is so hard. And even myself, I know I've had this years. It's done so much rotavating. Even looking at this video now, I'm looking at it thinking, can I really justify it? People will be looking at it and laughing at it. But you know, once it's got like the modern ones have like fins over the blades and things like that, and then they'll have a cover over this and a cover over that. If I started putting covers on this, it would bulk it up and it would look a lot more beefier and a lot more robust than what it is. But it actually, the bones of it, the structure of it actually works. One thing though, I do notice looking at this now, it does need the fan belt, I think, just tightening, or the wheel that goes onto the fan belt. But I'll give it some TLC. I've got the double ones on now because I've loosened the ground up a bit. And I'm only feathering. I've rotavated the soil and I'm just going to feather it into where it touches the lawn. And the other thing I'm going to say is, whenever we're doing lawns, we take the grass up. We don't rotavate the grass inside the lawn and everything, for the simple reason, over time it'll rot and it'll shrink and your lawn will sink. That's one of the main reason why we take the lawn up. But this is such a small job and there wasn't that much grass that I'm really not bothered on this particular job. It's okay, it'll do. As you've just seen, the thing got lost there in the soil, the screwdriver. So just taking these blades off and then putting them where I store them. I thought I was pretty clever doing that. I was quite pleased with myself. Because it keeps everything neat and tidy. If you take them off and put them somewhere else, you'll forget them for the next job, but they're all in together now.
Well, it's Bank Holiday Friday, so happy holidays for everyone who's off. I don't mind. Right, I knew everywhere was going to be shut today because it's bank holiday Friday. So when I was working yesterday, I made a little note to make sure that I picked up a ton of soil that I need for today, put it on the trailer, put the rotavator on, put the rake on, and get things prepared for today, yesterday. So I slipped away for an hour yesterday and got all the stuff ready, got the trailer ready, and then went back to the maintenance. Come to the job today, and when I got here, the soil's on, the rake's on, the rotavator's on, as you've just seen on the video. I haven't got a wheelbarrow, and I haven't got a spade. So if you're watching this video for the first time, you probably think I'm a complete idiot. But if you've seen other videos, you know I like my tools, and I like to get anything to do the right tool for the right job. I like to get the tools. So I'm not even going to show you what I'm using instead of a wheelbarrow. I'm going to, aren't I? I've got to empty the wheelie bin out. I mean, I'll put it back when I've finished. Put as much soil as I can in, and then push the bin through. Don't tell anyone. This is a secret between me and you. I don't want this broadcast. LHL Garden Services. Extraordinaire. Using a wheelie bin to move soil. Needs must. This job's in Liverpool. I'm on the Wirral. Can't go home for the barrow. And everywhere's shut. I suppose I could go to B&Q. But I've got about 4 barrows. I'm going to plod on with this.
So when I said I haven't got a spade, I didn't bring a spade. I didn't bring a spade. I wanted like the big proper builder spade. But this is a little spade that I keep in my van as an emergency. And I've used it before because I forgot a spade. It's so tiny, but it catches it out of a, you know, out of a little spot. So that spade saved the day, and the bin saved the day. But it's working.
Trusty bin, got it all in. So I've just been treading it now, and I'm sure you've seen me tread it before, but I'll just show you how I do it now with my heels. You only move your heels about 3-4 inches, and you have your feet at almost 40 degrees up in the air, so your toes are off the ground. I'll show you. So that's been raked and then treaded, if that's the right word. Trod over, treaded, and I've raked it again. But because this is patching this lawn, and this lawn isn't level, I don't know if you can pick it up there, but there's a big, see that, you can see it, there's a dip there, so I can only go with that. Otherwise you do the whole lawn, and we're not doing the whole lawn, so we'll just match it in the best we can. And you can see the big slope dropping down, but you can see the top of the fence dropping down as well, so the whole garden slopes down. It is what it is. If we were starting from scratch, we'd be putting it all out levels, everything would be perfect. It isn't, and we're matching up, so this is going to be great. But it is just a little small patch section, but it's still the same principle as doing any size garden. So we'll give that another rake now. Sorry, another tread. Few people wanted to know what the spreader was, but I didn't know it was called a Whiz. I just got it from the garden centre. So can you see that? The garden whiz, it's great. It's good little bit of kit. I only got it just to, well, on a whim, just to, like a handy little, but I love it. Try and use it as much as I can. That's the fertiliser anyway. Grass seed next.
So what I'm doing now is completely different to what I was doing before. I'm treading it, yeah, and it looks the same, yeah, but it's not. What I'm doing is I'm keeping my feet flat. There's no heels involved. I'm just trying to push the grass seed into the soil and just give it a nice tight contact with the soil. Ideally, it would have been good to throw some more soil over the seed. It keeps the birds off as well, but we haven't got any spare. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. It's just better if you do. But this way, it's going to be in full contact and it's going to be buried slightly millimetres into the soil. So yeah, my feet are flat. I'm just giving it some weight.
Hey mate, alright.
No football for a few weeks.
Oh, sad. Yeah, we'll have to go to the park. No football for a while.
Have to stop there.
Oh, sad. No worries. We'll get...
Just giving it a light going over just to take any of the little footwork I've left in.
Apart from watering, that's it, job done.